Hi, I'm Amy and welcome back to the Sewing Room. In case you missed it, I share weekly videos with sewing inspiration, tips, techniques, all that great stuff. And I'll show you 2 methods for narrow shoulder adjustments, and maybe check out my list of the best fitting books. I'll link that video here, and I have some great books that can help you if you want to get better with fixing fit issues. Let's dive in. I always have sleeve fitting issues because I have extremely narrow shoulders but not a narrow chest. Method 1 is my preferred method for narrowing the shoulder. It requires marking the middle point on the shoulder for the front and back, and then you draw a line from the armhole around the notch area to the shoulder like so. Next, you draw a line at 90 degrees between the corner of the shoulder to the first line. Time to cut along the first line you drew, starting at the shoulder and then stopping just before you would clip through the armhole. This is making a sort of hinge of paper. Then cut up the second line, stopping just before you would clip into the shoulder corner, making a second hinge. Overlap the shoulder area by the desired amount and tape the changed tissue in place. Make sure the front and back bodice are adjusted by the exact same amount. You won't be able to line up the shoulder perfectly, it will be slightly angled, so fill in with excess paper or trim off to a straight line. This moves the armhole curve to be straighter as it approaches the shoulder. Method 2 is an alternative approach. Similar to moving a dart up and down, you box off the shoulder and upper armhole. Your box should be from the middle of the shoulder down in a straight line and then across a 90-degree angle into the middle of the armhole. Then cut out at the straight lines. You then slide the box over by the required amount, keeping the bottom edge level with your cutting line. The top becomes offset and the side seam ends up with a gap. You measure the overlap to make sure you adjust by the same amount from the front bodice and the back bodice. Then you need to fill in the gaps with paper and use a French curve to redraw the rest of the armhole. You won't be able to line up the shoulder perfectly, it will be slightly angled, so fill in with excess paper or trim off to a straight line. This also makes the armhole curve straighter as it approaches the shoulder. Let's see the comparison. So here's the original bodice back. Now I'm layering method 1's revised bodice on top. You can see how the shoulder's brought in and the armhole's reshaped. Now here's method 2. The bodice goes on top with the same result. 2 great options, right? Finally have my dream long sleeve shirt dress with a brilliant sleeve. A sleeve I can move in, I can enjoy wearing, and a gorgeous wintry shirt dress that's going to get a lot of wear now that the weather's turning cold. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and I'll be back again soon with another video, so make sure you subscribe and I'll see you all soon. Happy sewing, everyone!